Hello Internet, my name is Kiri Callaghan and you know that because this is my daily vlogs. I got to do some really amazing things today and I can't wait to tell you about them, but I can't yet and it drives me crazy. However, I can totally brag about my awesome Doctor Who nails. Look at that crap. Look how amazing. Please box, darling, 11, 10, sparkly. I'm excited. Which actually brings me to what we're talking about today. This bad boy. I've actually been wanting to talk about this for a while, and I just haven't had the chance. First of all, I want to give a huge thank to Harper Design for giving this to me, because it is really pretty, and I am so enjoying it. And it's completely gorgeous, you guys. Like, look at just every page of this is just gorgeous. Like, look at that. It's just, you've got letters and little like postcard snippets, and oh, this is was in there. But it's just, you can tell that this was done by a design group. I mean, everything is just set in this beautiful, like, little snippets. It really does immerse you in the Doctor Who universe. I love that picture. I see you, TARDIS. I see you. And on that element of just immersing you, it's done in totally the style of Madame Kavarian, basically just, I'll read this bit, actually, it's really good. It's Demon's Run. It's like a little memo, and it says, from Madame Kavarian regarding Know Your Enemy. A good man, they say, needs no rules at all. Today is the day you'll find out why the Doctor needs so many rules. This is the whole story. Well, almost. Dr. Song did most of the actual digging, of course, the poor dear. The first 236 years are patchy. It's irritatingly difficult to research a time-locked planet. There has been far too much myth-making and hero worship surrounding him. By the way, him is capitalized. Even, I'm saddened to note, among the members of this academy. This is not acceptable. If we are to ever win this endless bitter war, it is vital that you are fully acquainted with the real facts of his lives. So, read it all, digest it, absorb it, and remember, he is not the devil, he is not a god, he is not a goblin or a phantom or a trickster. The Doctor is a living, breathing man. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, unless it's that question, of course. They say the silence will fall when that question is asked. It's getting pretty quiet, isn't it? Perhaps it's time to ask the question. I love anything that's kind of totally wants to throw you into the idea that you are actually looking at real documentation about the Doctor's life. Like, there's a part in here, very beginning. I love this. Look at this. This is amazing. This is like his freaking, his grade report is essentially what I'm looking at. You have notes to other characters, you have little pamphlets, you have diary entries, and then you have these bits where they kind of break the theme a little bit, and they do sort of behind-the-scenes snippets, where they'll give you quotes from various people who worked on the show, just to sort of give you that, again, sort of immersive feel of, you know, you're actually talking to these people about these events. My one issue, however, with this book, while I do love it, while it is fantastic, it does not appear to be super friendly to people who aren't really intimately familiar with the Doctor Who universe. Because you've got things like diary entries, you will have, say, Susan, because it talks about Susan when she was with the show, and she's got some diary entries in here, which is great, except Susan had a very subjective view of what was going on, so you'll have bits where she'll talk about something, an episode or whatnot, but you'll have a very skewed view or a very limited view of what was going on. Like, she'll say, oh, something was on the TARDIS, and oh, turns out nothing was on the TARDIS, and you won't know what that was actually involved unless you've seen that particular story. While I absolutely love, love, love Doctor Who, I am by no means an expert, so this has been an interesting journey for me I've actually been going through, with a notebook and post-it notes, and if I find something that doesn't quite make sense, I will go look it up. And sometimes it might be referencing, say, a last episode or whatnot, but it's really cool to just go research, and because the information you can find it all online, you just have to know what to look for. So this has sort of become an interesting research project, though unintentional. Would I recommend this book? Oh, absolutely. Especially, honestly, personally, because I love that it actually makes me go research other things. Now, I understand that's not for everybody, especially when something like this seems like it should have all the information without you needing to go read between the lines. I like this book because this book kind of reminds me of Curiosity in that it makes me want to know more. It actually forces me to go onto the internet and go, well, I don't know what Susan's talking about in this part, or I don't know what Vicky is referencing, or I don't recall this episode with Sarah Jane, and that has been my favorite bit about this, even though I'm not sure that was ever part of its intention. I love that it's sort of like my own discovery of Doctor Who, and pointing me in the right direction of where to look so that I can find out, oh, that's why what that character was saying in that diary entry or that letter or whatnot. So that's pretty much my thoughts about this book. I have been working my way through it. I actually have not finished it yet, but I'm really loving it. Probably would have finished it if I just like powered through it rather than like stopping every 5 minutes to be like, I'm gonna go look this up and see what that's about. But now you know. That is my endorsement of the BBC Doctor Who, The Doctor's Lives and Times.